Good afternoon. Thank you for being here. I'm going to talk to you briefly today about the importance of regular chiropractic care. The American Medical Association would rather see you kill yourselves with $10 bottles of pills than seek chiropractic care regularly. They know that if they were to cover this as an option covered in your insurance plan, you'd be more inclined to do so at their expense and subsequently take revenue away from the traditional medical doctor as well as the drug companies. Now, I'm not going to go into a lot of details about who I am. You all know me. But what I will elaborate on is my personal chiropractic history. I was born with a transitional segment of the L5 vertebrae, which is this extra fusion here between the tailbone and the pelvis. And basically what that does, as you can see in the traditional formation, there's plenty of room for the sciatic nerve to move around if it gets inflamed or pulled out of place. And in the case of the transitional segment, you've got a very small channel with which it is contained, and that causes significant pain on the sciatic nerve. You've all probably heard of the sciatic nerve, if not in reference to your own lower back pain. You probably had a friend or family member who has mentioned that in the course of talking about their pain. And for this reason, I have maintained a close relationship with one good chiropractor or another for the better part of 20 years. Now, you do not have to suffer from a transitional segment to suffer from back pain. And maintaining regular chiropractic care is beneficial to all people suffering from various forms of back pain by maintaining proper alignment of the spine, which in turn maintains proper positioning of the muscles as well as the nerves that run through the spine, which carry the signals to your body's organs. Now, I'd like to give you some information today about the following. We'll talk about the validity of chiropractic care as an effective treatment for pain. We'll talk about the benefits of chiropractic treatment for pain and the alternatives to regular chiropractic treatment. The validity of chiropractic care. Now, chiropractic care has a history that goes back over 2,500 years, back to the ancient Greek philosophers. It wasn't until 1975 that it started to become mainstream, and not even until more recently, in 2002, that formal studies started to be conducted showing its effectiveness as a method of treatment acknowledged by the medical community at large. According to Dr. James DeVoit, in an article published in the Journal of Clinical Orthopedics and Related Research, he is quoted as saying, as of 2002, 43 randomized trials of spinal manipulation for low back pain had been published, with 30 of the 43 showing more improvement than with the comparison treatment, and none showing it to be less effective. In addition, he stated chiropractic care compared with medical care is safer, costs no more, and often costs much less, and has consistently greater patient satisfaction for treatment of similar conditions. I also will cite the UCLA study that's summarized in an article entitled "Comparing the Satisfaction of Low Back Patients Randomized to Receive Medical or Chiropractic Care," which appeared in the American Journal of Public Health, written by Ruth P. Hertzman Miller and Company, which stated that after 4 weeks of follow-up with 672 patients who were randomly put into the two groups, the satisfaction score was greater for those who received chiropractic care over those who received care from a medical doctor. Now, to explain the inflammatory opening statement that I made regarding the AMA and the drug companies, the long-term smear campaign led by the American Medical Association to discredit the chiropractic profession and the lingering confusion of many as to chiropractic's effectiveness has been well documented. I cite a 1987 article titled "Court Says AMA Wronged Chiropractic," published in the Washington Post. It states that, quote, "The American Medical Association led an effort to destroy the chiropractic profession, calling them unscientific cultists," end quote. The article went on to quote then U.S. District Court Judge Susan Getzendanner as describing the conspiracy as, quote, "a systematic long-term wrongdoing with intent to destroy a licensed profession." So that brings me to the benefits of regular chiropractic care, which are proper spinal alignment, which is paramount for the prevention of treatment of pain. Subluxations and misalignments in the spine cause interference with the nerves passing through the spinal column, wreaking havoc with the body's organs. This diagram here shows you the relationship of many of your organs with different points on the spine. And when your spine gets out of line, the message sent to those organs is not what it should be, and it causes dysfunction and pain all throughout the body, not just your back. So the benefits of proper chiropractic care are, number one, muscles that function correctly and are free from pain. Number two, a nervous system that functions correctly. And number three, organs that function correctly. Which brings me to my third point, the alternatives to regular chiropractic care. Number one, you've got drug or pain medication, which number one is a Band-Aid. It's not a cure. It doesn't fix anything. Number two, it's costly. And number three, it's addictive. Your second option is surgery, which again is costly, tremendously costly, and it's dangerous and unpredictable. According to Karen Springen, in an article appearing in Newsweek titled "The Price of Pain," the average cost for medication to treat spinal injuries is $58 per trip to the pharmacy. In the same article, Karen Springen discusses the outrageous cost of back surgery as well as the questionable results. To quote the article, one patient, Bruce Wilson, who has had multiple surgeries, says, quote, "I tell young people with back problems that they should try the non-surgical approach first. Of course, there are cases where back surgery is required, but it's certainly not the norm." Your third option is to just live with the pain, and I don't think I have to explain to anybody that that's not an option. So, do not let deferred maintenance lead to a larger problem. You wouldn't do it with your car, don't do it with your body. You either pay $40 every 1,500 miles for an oil change, or you end up with a bill for $5,500 for a new engine. But in the case of your health, and specifically your back, and after you paid the big bucks for that new engine, you're never the same. So we've discussed the attacks on the chiropractic industry, where they stem from, and why importance of this particular method of treatment may not be as widely accepted as it should be. We've also discussed the benefits of regular chiropractic treatment, and we've discussed the alternatives. Now, I implore all of you to either continue with the regular treatment that you have been receiving when you get to your new home, or to start going more often than you currently do in order to preserve your health. In either case, for those who care about you, by being the best you can on this earth, if not to stay around a little longer. So I hope that has persuaded you guys to see your chiropractor more often. Thank you.